What's up? This is DJ Newmark, aka Uncle New. I started out early in the 80s playing drums. Was a drummer for a while. Played in the school jazz band and all that stuff. And it was there where I met my best friend Chris Cook, who played bass, and his uncle was a DJ and would bring over all the records from New York, and he would just school us on what was dope. And from playing drums, I got into DJing and making beats on a really primitive drum machine at the time, the TR-606 Roland, and started doing house parties in high school, DJing house parties in high school, and eventually started doing the club circuit, a little bit of the club circuit in Hollywood, and then that's where I met J5 pretty much. Well, yeah, J5 was two groups formed as one plus me. So, you know, both groups, Rebels of Rhythm and Unity Committee, and myself, were all shopping demos, you know, with projects that we were working on, and you know, nothing was really happening. And Cut Chemist had a beat and invited Rebels of Rhythm with his crew Unity Committee on the beat, and we put it out, and we just decided it sounded like there was some chemistry there, and just decided to make it one group. So yeah, that's pretty much how we got started, man. Yeah, I mean, in the early 90s it was really vibrant, you know, with the hip-hop scene, because it was like we were getting a lot of influence from New York because they were putting out a lot of independent records, and LA had independent records, but it wasn't as abundant. So, you know, with my group J5, we were trying to put out, you know, independent releases and do things just to get noticed and spread the good word, you know. But there was a lot of really great groups that were coming out, and a lot of great groups that came out of the Good Life Cafe, and some people like really made a mark, and other people came and went, but it was a really fun and exciting time, because you're really competing with the next guy, plus you're competing against yourself. It was just dope. It was a really vibrant and fruitful scene, you know. It was dope. Yeah, recently I collaborated with Slim Kid Trey, formerly of Farside, and we put out a record through Delicious Vinyl, self-titled, and it features Diamond D, Murs, Dell, J-Live, Durando, rest in peace, and it's a 10-song banger, all killer, no filler, and we're really happy to have it out. We did 45s for every single. We did 3 singles, and we did 3 videos. We have the new single for King coming out in 2015, early 2015. It's the one that features Diamond D. It's going to be a full animated video, and we're really excited about the record. It's doing really well. It just recently went to #1 in the college charts, so we're really excited, and it's a real pleasure to work with Trey. He's one of the most versatile and flexible MCs I work with in the studio, so it's dope. I'm not sure if we're going to do another album. I'd like to do another album with him, but we're still working this one. We haven't gotten that far yet, but he's so easy to work with in the studio. I couldn't even say the word work, really. Like it was just like an experimentation, really. Actually, the original idea for this record was to form a supergroup, you know. My idea was to, you know, get a member from the Farside, maybe a member from Hieroglyphics like Dell, maybe like Ladybug from, you know, Diggable Planets, maybe someone from Native Tongue. I don't know, you know, it just once I started talking to Trey about it, he liked the idea a lot, but once me and him started recording and just experimenting, we just decided to keep going, you know. We were just on some Bruce Lee shit, be like water, man. Yeah, J5 recently reunited to do some tours, and we put out a single, The Way We Do It, and hopefully we'll be doing more shows, and hopefully we'll be doing some more recording too. but I'm just waiting. I'm ready to go in any way, man. I have a new moniker in life where I just going with the flow and just having fun while I'm doing it, and it seems to be panning out. We did Coachella and a bunch of tours and a bunch of festivals in Europe. Glastonbury Festival, all the good big festivals we did, and we were really successful in creating the big turntable. For those who don't know, I made a 5 foot by 5 foot gigantic turntable that's operational and scratches and everything. Put a lot of gray whiskers on me, but I'm still alive and I'm still willing to perform, even though all the problems it's given us. Yeah, you know, the toy set kind of came out of my ex-girlfriend had a toy for her son that it was called Music Blocks, and I was looking at this toy and just tripping out on it because it sounded like SP1200 in the way of the sound quality, but then you would press every block and it would play another loop of the orchestra, and it happened to be I think a jazz cartridge that was inside the machine at the time. So I was just playing around with it, and I just looked at her and I said, man, you can't tell anybody about this toy. I'm about to buy 6 of them. And indeed I bought 6 of them and re-rigged the outputs so they go through my turntables, and started doing that as a DJ solo when Cut Chemist left J5. I think maybe I used it when he was there still too. Yeah, I did, and then he left and I continued to do it with some other stuff. But shortly after J5 broke up, and once the group disbanded, I was kind of left like, I was tripping. I was like, I can't believe my group broke up. So I didn't really know what I wanted to do, and I always wanted to kind of hide behind my hat in the back, and I wasn't a solo person, you know, at that time. I just wasn't cut out to do that. But as I started thinking about the toy thing, I was like wondering, like, you know, what would it be like to fill the entire stage with kids' musical toys and incorporate them into my DJ set, and that kind of eased me out of my shy demeanor, I guess, and now I love it, of course. And so now I collect new toys and augment them and rewire the outputs, and try to find new and exciting toys that the crowd can identify. Everything from the chimp that holds time with the cymbals to the illest, newest, craziest sampling toy. So, you know, yeah, I'm having fun doing it. I get a good response. Well, the most interesting toy, I mean, the one that people respond to the most is Maurice the monkey. You know, he's the one that holds the cymbals, but I just created a really incredible toy out of the Energizer Bunny, where I trigger his sticks that hit the Energizer drum with a controller pad, and then both ears move too. So that's going to be a lot of fun incorporating that in my set. I haven't really done it yet, but I'm going to start playing around with it, introducing it into my maybe my regular DJ sets a little bit, you know, and just seeing how the crowd responds to it. But yeah, man. I'd say really just stick to your guns. Do what you do best, and don't give up on that dream, you know. Stay consistent. Your name is really everything, you know. Once you kind of stray off that path and go from making, you know, hip-hop to Persian anthem trance, people go, what? It's a shock to the system. So try to have some consistency and something that makes sense along the way, so people can connect the dots with your career, and I guess grow to love you as you get older. I mean, you know, record digging in Los Angeles has changed quite a bit. You know, it's been picked over quite a bit with so many people here, so many people moving to Los Angeles. You know, it's like almost 1 million people that move to California every year. So I don't dig in LA a whole lot, I gotta be honest. I dig when I travel. But I like Record Jungle in Pico Rivera, and every now and then I check in on Counterpoint Records. They're on Franklin. It's a bookstore, but it's, you know, I always find something good. It's interesting. From time to time I go to Atomic Records in Burbank. A little pricey. The staff doesn't really they're not flexible with the pricing as much. But the record fairs, you know, Pasadena, you know, Buena Park fairs are the staples, the ones I always go to, you know, check out things when I'm not traveling. You know, I like DJing with 45s. There's a certain sound to a 45 that a 12-inch and LP doesn't have. It's like crunchier. So like with soul and funk, it really makes the snares snap a little bit harder. I don't know. Not a whole lot on the bottom response like on the bass, but for soul and funk from the late 60s, early 70s, it was the right medium. It was a perfect medium to put it out. But I love 12 inches, and I love Serato and technology too. And but I like it all. I just like to find a way to put out an idea that I have in my head, and all these, you know, 45s, 33s, they're all cool, man. What up, what up? This is DJ Newmark, aka Uncle New, and you're checking out Westside Love. Peace to all the Taiwanese homies out there. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the Taiwanese.